So I saw the notes last night as to what was happening on the show, and I knew we were going to be speaking with Dr. Sharleen Tan, who is an orthodontist, and all of a sudden, Doc, I have to tell you, the visions of my headgear and my braces and the elastics that I would play with all came, like the memories just came tumbling back. And I'm learning right now that a lot of changes have happened in the industry that we're seeing. A lot of changes over the last, I was 20 years ago wearing braces.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me here this morning. Lately, there have been a lot of changes in the orthodontic fields, a lot of advancements. Specifically in my practice, I'm using more and more something called the Damon System. It's allowing me to achieve great results with fewer appointments and longer treatment time intervals. I'm seeing my patients on an average around 2 to 2.5 months between appointments, and that's a major change over the past few years.
And is it, I have to ask you because I remember going in and everything gets tightened and you're incredibly sore for the next day or two, but even the elastics, even what you're using has changed drastically.
Yeah, Leanne, I brought in a model today to show you the difference between the Damon System and traditional orthodontics. In traditional braces, typically there's an elastic tie that's used to hold the wire into the brace, which is attached to the tooth. And if you see me trying to move this brace across the wire, you'll see that there's friction or binding between the elastic and the wire. And it doesn't allow me to move the brace very quickly or very efficiently across that wire. Now, if I remove this elastic, and this is what the Damon System is all about, it allows me to move that brace through the wire much more easily, much more efficiently, translating into gentler tooth movements and more efficient treatment.
And therefore probably a little bit faster as well from the time you're putting the braces on. Is that right, to when they come off?
In general, yes. I would say that the average treatment time that I'm seeing now has reduced over the past few years. Between 18 to 24 months, I would say, is very average. Of course, that could be shorter or longer depending on the complexity of the case, the difficulty, and of course patient cooperation. That's a big factor in determining how long the braces will be on.
I learned that quite quickly, depending on how long you do the stuff that you're supposed to do on the other end in terms of wearing and then you're getting into the retainers and a lot of other things that happen once you've had your teeth worked on. Now, I was a child, I remember vividly heading into my teenage years getting the braces on, but this isn't something, that's just affecting children or getting them done at a younger age. You're seeing a lot more adults choosing to fix the teeth at a later stage.
Yes, I am seeing more and more adults in my practice. Adults are investing in treatment for improved oral health and improved self-confidence. We do see a lot of kids still. The American Association of Orthodontists recommends that all children be seen by the age of 7 because we're able to detect problems that are worsening, and we're able to intercept those before they get worse.
So for a parent, so you're saying even right around the age of 7 is the best time? Is that when the teeth are starting to come in? I mean, at that point, do children have their full adult teeth then?
They don't have their full adult teeth, but we're able to detect worsening jaw problems at that time and do some interceptive treatments. Not all children will need treatment at that age, but it's a good idea to have them checked. I would say the average age of patients in my practice would be around 11 to 14 years old, though.
Now, are we all going to be dealing with seeing the typical braces that you automatically open the mouth and you see this a lot of I'm trying to think of the word that I'm trying to use and say it nicely, but that there's invisible ones now, that there's other ways of making it look a little bit different than seeing this jaw filled with all this metal.
Yeah, there are invisible braces or clear braces, but the gold standard of orthodontic treatment, in my opinion, is still the braces and wires, the metal that you see in most of the kids and adults these days.
It must be very satisfying, however, afterwards to see people with brilliant smiles and feeling proud to be able to smile and say, I've got these beautiful straight teeth, the jaws aligned, everything's going well.
Yes, it's nice to see a patient at the beginning of the treatment when their teeth are very crooked and they're not very happy with the way their teeth look, and to see the changes that happen throughout the treatment and to see the finished results with improved confidence and self-esteem.
Well, thank you so much, and hopefully some parents have gotten some great information there. As Dr. Sharleen Tan, best of luck with your practice. You're out in Orleans, and
yes, I am.
it must be fantastic. You know, you're doing a great job in using all of the different technology. I'm going to thank Dr. Borave. He's the one that, thank you for my smile 20-some years later. You know, you still have the effects, and you still remember it quite vividly, but know that you're making a definite change in the way people smile and feel about themselves.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot for that. We're going to be approaching the 7 o'clock hour, so we'll see you right after the break.